Hey there, my name is Joseph Clough and welcome to this video series of how to overcome imposter syndrome. You see, if you were like how I used to be, we used to have worries, fears and doubts if you're going to get found out, what people are going to think, fearing failure, fearing even success, and having that continuous comparison syndrome that we have as well. You're in the right place because it means that you're ready to do something about it. You see, many people remain the same because they're not willing to decide to be different. So in this video series, I want to be able to get across to you consciously and also subconsciously the most convenient ways of changing your mind and therefore your results. You see, when you change your mind, you change your reality. You see things differently. So number one, I want us to think about it like this. We must assume responsibility for where we are right now. I'm not saying we assume responsibility for other people, the things they did us, maybe they made us feel this way. But I am saying we must assume the responsibility for who we are in this moment and what we do from now on. You see, your past does not have to define your future. Whatever you do in this moment can become the new past, the new path ahead of you that will allow you to experience so much empowerment, so much joy, where you just feel good and happy and that enjoyment in any moment that you wish to experience. You might not believe me, and that's okay because many people felt the same way. The people that we work with in our program felt just like that. In fact, I used to feel that way, that I thought nothing would ever change. I thought this is who I am. This was my identity. I wasn't worthy, I wasn't capable, I wasn't enough, or I'm going to fail, or what if this person thinks of me? You see, that was my illusionary thought system, my identity, which I thought was true, but it's not the actual truth. It's my present reality, or it was back then, and maybe your present reality right now. You see, if that is your filter, where we absolutely believe that we're unable to perform at the highest level in our business or our career, we're setting ourselves up for failure. We're causing our unconscious mind to be able to have anxiety, fears, worries, and doubts that will cause us to ultimately feel more confused. We're feeling more lost. I mean, do you wake up every day just battling? That was the worst thing for me. It was a constant energy drain trying to battle my own mind. You see, there's so many other battles out there we've got to go up against. The goals, the challenges, the workloads. Yet, we're using all that energy just battling within. So I want you to learn deeply and realize that, look, you are able to change your mind and therefore your reality. And it can be very, very quick. You can do it within 8 weeks. See it time and time again, and you are absolutely no different from anyone that we even invite into our program. We know that we can serve the right kind of person. But within your mind, you must assume responsibility because at the moment, the beliefs that you have about yourself are defining your path. They're defining your reality. If I don't believe I'm worthy, then therefore I'm going to act in that way. If I define myself that I might get found out, guess what? My body is going to act and react in that way that I might get found out. For example, did you know that 93% of all the things that you communicate in every meeting, in every client that you work with, or every colleague that you're working with, 93% of all your communication is unconscious? Now, if you unconsciously have fears, worries, and doubts, if you haven't mastered the 5 fears, the fears of rejection, the fear of failure, the fear of success, the fear of not being enough, and the fear of getting help, if you have those fears in your communication, your physiology, your tonality is going to start communicating that because 7% is going to be words. You might be saying all the right things, but if your body, your unconscious mind is saying all the wrong things, that is where we actually increase and deepen the pain, because now our communication is actually showing up our biggest fears. So what I want you to know is, one, assume responsibility. Number two, your present belief systems are defining your reality. But if you let go of even just one of those beliefs, you let go of everything. You see, many people focus on the wrong thing. They focus on anxiety, the worrying, the doubts, the fears that they have. Totally wrong. In fact, in people in our program, we say, let's not even work on those. And you might be like, Joseph, what do you mean? I feel that. Well, that's true, but think about it. If you go to a doctor one day and you speak to them, they're going to say, well, what are you experiencing? That's when you'd give all your symptoms, your headache, your sore throat, the aches and pains, the shivers, the feelings, and all the horribleness. And then what the doctor does says, well, this is the root cause. Let go of the root cause, and then the headache will go. The aches and pains will go. The stomach won't go, but it'll clean up, right? It will allow ourselves to fall back in alignment. You see, the biggest illusion that other people get always wrong, even professionals, even the people that have been telling you this over and over again, it is a lie. The symptoms that you have are just a byproduct of something unconscious. And you must discover that unconscious root cause. For when you do, and then have a plan to let it go, the symptoms will take care of themselves. Just like having that antibiotic will let go of all those physical symptoms. Now that makes logical sense, wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't it be better to forget about the symptoms and just know those symptoms were signals telling us that something was wrong and that the core had to be addressed, the core issue? That's what has to be happening. And that goes into the second part. Who are you listening to right now? And I'm not saying, obviously, me, but I'm saying in life, who are you listening to? Are you listening to the person down the road about your goals and dreams? Because I'm sure you have big goals and dreams. You want to be healthy, wealthy. You want to be abundant. You want to totally be successful in your chosen profession, your business. You want all that stuff. And then we have all these illusions in our mind, and then we may talk to our family, the person down the road, or people who may be well-intentioned, but do they really know what's happening? Do they know you and the pain that you're going through? You see, if I'm going to be experiencing an issue, I'm going to share my thoughts, my feelings to someone who will get that result. So if we're sharing and just getting the same feedback from the same person will just change, or it's okay, you're an anxious person, that will never go. We're just hypnotizing ourselves into more pain. We're conditioning ourselves to more hurt and more pain and more battling, and I cannot stand for the people to be like that. You gotta ask yourself, who am I listening to? Am I gonna listen to the person who gets results? Me or anyone else, I don't care. I want you to obviously succeed, but I do not want you listening to people who are not in your best service, your best interest. They might have the well intentions, but if they don't have the solution, if they're operating from a limiting belief themselves, maybe they were told certain things, then we're just reliving the same old beliefs of other people. And that is a big issue in society. But when you go ahead and take a stand and assume responsibility and listen to the right people, that's when you can protect your dream. You see, your dream now, once you solve the root cause, it becomes a reality. It gets there quicker, faster than you can ever imagine because you're in purpose. Think about it. If you could wake up every day in joy, every day in confidence, where you are so self-certain, so assured in who you are and what you do, surely you can go into any meeting, any situation, any work situation, even bring it to home, and you have so much deep conviction in your own self-belief, you will get what you want when you want it in the most beautiful, most congruent way. That is what I want for you. And that is all possible. But you got to make that decision. This module, we got to really think about assuming responsibility and who am I listening to? Because this big dream and vision of mine is so important, I'm not going to jeopardize it by sharing it with people who will not nourish it, support it, and help me there. I want someone to take me by the hand and take me to that goal from someone who has overcame it themselves, or people have overcame it. They're the people to follow, right? Now, I know that to be true because that's what I did. And then I overcame my stuff, and now I teach others of how to do the exact same thing in a lightning speed. Imagine, despite your disbelief, letting it all go in 8 weeks. How would that feel? Even despite not believing it, how would it feel if you got it? That's what we want, and that's what we get. Now, of course, we're very picky with who we invite. I mean, we can only handle so many people because we fully customize it. Number two, you got to be a great fit. You got to really want this, in other words. And that's why I said assume responsibility. And who are you prepared to listen to? Are you willing to do things you've never done to get the things you've always wanted? Because once you realize that, look, I may not know how to get there, but I want it so badly, that I'm so decisive, I'm dedicated to my cause, then with the right system, you will thrive, you will shine, and you'll be the example of what can be done. You'll be the example to your family, your relationships, and there's no greater feeling than being an example to light up someone else's world. Rather feeling like a fraud, feeling like an imposter, feeling this continuous fear of battling each and every day. You're so much more than that, and that's why we're here to serve you. So go ahead, remember, create your big mission and vision of where you want to go, but assume responsibility for it too. No one else is going to get it for you. They can get it with you. Be careful who you share this with. If you want to listen to us, there is an opportunity. All you got to do is go to the link on this page or go to www.josephclough.info/go and you can book an appointment with us. And on that call, we'll get the clarity as to where you are, where you want to be, and then really figure out the subconscious and unconscious block which is getting in your way. And then if we can serve you and get you there within 8 weeks, in the most undeniable way where you will go, wow, this was the best investment of my time and energy, but it transcended and transformed my life, not just in 8 weeks, but for the rest of my life, then you'll go ahead and do that. We'll have that conversation, we'll really get to the core of it, we'll really connect, and once we decide we can let it go, we'll show you how we'll do that. If we can't, of course, we'll point in a different direction. We cannot serve everyone, we can serve the right person. So I hope you got value for this. I look forward to speaking to you in the next module. It's gonna be perfect, great, but go ahead and book that call so we can get you. And also, if you haven't listened to the webinar yet, that masterclass is so popular right now. It really shows you how we're getting our results day in, day out. And that's www.josephclough.info/power. www.josephclough.info/power for the masterclass, or go straight to that call with us at www.josephclough.info/go. And I look forward to speaking to you on the next call. All right, bye-bye.
Imagine having a hypnosis track that's for you, the results that you want in your life. See, that's what I've got, and stuff is showing up left, right, and center.
You know, we did well in business, but we weren't at the level that we are totally capable of being at. I can tell you that I'm able to show up for my clients, I feel like, in a much bigger way. I'm able to be way more productive during the day. And the only thing that I've done differently is listen to Joseph's track.
Man, it was like the coolest thing, one of the coolest things I've ever experienced in my life. And if you haven't done it yet, get it. This will literally transform your life. It'll transform your business. It'll transform your marriage. It'll transform your relationship with God. It'll transform whatever it is that's important to you. That's why it's so powerful. It's custom. It's exactly what you want, your wants, your dreams, your desires.